Hi, I'm Amanda and I'm from getalifeatsea.com, and I am a cruise employment specialist with over 10 years of onboard experience in addition to over 5 years of cruise ship employment and recruitment experience. So, we are here today to talk about how to get a job on a cruise ship and more specifically, a few items you need to consider when starting the research process and application process towards getting your life at sea. So, number one, definitely something to think about is first and foremost, do you have experience related to working on board a cruise ship? And what I mean by that is, I really want you guys to think about what position do you want on board and what work experience have you had on land that will relate to that position that you're wanting on board. So, for example, if you want to work in, say, the retail shops on board a cruise ship, do you have at least 1 to 2 years working in retail shops ashore? This is definitely something that cruise lines are looking for. So it's really important to think about how your current experience will relate to the position that you're applying for on board a cruise ship before going through the whole application process. The second thing to think about is what cruise line do you want to work for? So it's very important to check out all the major cruise lines' websites. Look at the type of service that they provide, look at their itineraries, look at the size of company. All of these things will factor into where you want to go. For example, if you work for a smaller cruise line with, say, a few ships, you might have a really great experience on board working in a smaller team, and everyone's supportive everywhere, but sometimes working in a smaller team in a smaller company is kind of nice. Then again, maybe you'll want to work for 6-star only service lines, and so that's something to also consider. So there's a lot of things to think about when you're researching what line you want to work for, and it comes down to your personal preference, but also what type of service you want to provide and what itineraries, like where do you want to go in the world. I mean, if you apply to, say, P&O Australia, it's a smaller line, it's an awesome line, but primarily their itineraries are going to keep you in Australia, New Zealand, the South Pacific, and parts of Asia, that part of the world primarily. So if you're okay with that, being in South Pacific isn't terrible, maybe you want to apply with them. But if you want to definitely go to Europe, maybe you want to go with a larger line, for example. So, and number three, super important, selecting the best entry level position for yourself. So, I'm sure a lot of you out there are probably qualified for more than one cruise ship position. And the trick and best tip I have for you is to think about what is the best entry level position I can get into on a cruise ship. Because let's say your ultimate goal is to be a front desk manager on board a cruise ship. Okay, well, most cruise lines are not going to hire in at a managerial level. They do, for the most part, promote from within and also only really hire managers that have had shipboard experience before or very high level experience before. So if that's your goal, you want to think about where do I need to start in order to get my foot in the door. So maybe you already are a hotel supervisor or front desk manager or assistant manager, but maybe you're going to need to be open to starting in a slightly junior position in order to work your way up. So that is definitely something to consider as well. So if you like this video, I would definitely love a thumbs up or a subscribe to my channel, or join me on any of my other platforms: Facebook, Twitter, Periscope, Instagram, Google+. And if you would like more specific information on exactly how to get a job on a cruise ship, please do check out my How the Heck to Get a Job on a Cruise Ship guide on my website at www.getalifeatsea.com, which provides you with everything that you need to know about getting a job on a cruise ship. All major cruise lines' contact information, employment links, step-by-step instructions with regards to how to apply, as well as lots of bonus information from resume design and templates to shipboard hierarchy to really important information on how to avoid unofficial hiring agencies. I also offer services like resume consults where I work with you to really hone in on what your resume says to the prospective recruiter and also what shipboard positions you are currently best suited for. I also provide resume creation packages and cruise employment coaching. So again, please do check out my site. I would love it at www.getalifeatsea.com. My name's Amanda, and we'll see you next time.